I want to just also share about the preciousness of life before I conclude with this child's story. And it also relates to Spain, so I don't want to drop the story. I went to, I think it was 2015, I went to Madrid, and we enjoyed a retreat in Madrid. Very short one, but in the course of that retreat, some accident happened. We were all in the dining hall together, eating mindfully. It was just a few days, this retreat long, you know, so people, I think 200, 300, I think Brother Hima was there, Sister Eleni, and there was a Vietnamese sister, very important in this story. And what happened, I think Michael and Eleanor were there, and this very, very young boy, almost like a toddler, was able to run, and he fell. Somebody's nodding. You were there? Yeah, it was a very powerful experience. Some of you are nodding. And the toddler fell from one level to another. It went through the bars of this railing were too wide, and it went through, and it fell down and landed on its head. And the mother, having realized what happened, began this wail sound, which rose in energy, and there was a wave of collective emotion among everybody for this, as people started to realize what had happened, and there was a kind of a wave of this wailing sound. And I was just coming into the dining hall a bit late at the top level, and I was shocked. I thought a bomb had gone off. I didn't know what had happened. And it was a shocking moment. And there was various people, including Michael, trying to take care of the collective. But there was this Vietnamese nun whose name I've forgotten. And at a certain point, when she saw this, it was time, she had everybody singing in, out, deep, slow in the dining hall, and it was able to calm the collective emotion. It was still there, but we were bringing something else to that emotion. And the ambulance came and took the baby away with the parents. And I remember the elders of the Spanish Sangha came to me and said, you know what, we have an order of interbeing meeting. We need to meet now. I said, no, please, I need you. I need you to support the collective energy and the collective emotion. I didn't let you go. And together we sat with the 300, 200 people there. And I think, because most people didn't know each other, the emotion, the collective emotion was overwhelming. And it could have been a time which caused a kind of rupture and everybody left. But we were able to hold the space and calm ourselves, and we chanted Avalokiteshvara, and we sent energy to the little boy, and we sent compassion to ourselves for our emotion, to the family, to the boy, and to all children in the world who are suffering. We recognize this was one precious little boy, and there are many precious little children that can be subject to accidents, subject to violence, subject to suffering that they didn't ask for. The happy ending to the story is the boy was fine. The little baby, we got the news that it's okay, but then we were able to visit the hospital after the retreat, the monastics, and we went into the ward, into the hospital, and the mother was smiling, and they'd done a scan, and it seemed, it seemed everything was good. Yeah. So, happy ending. I guess, the resilience of the boys, of the baby body. But how we took care of that collective emotion, that strong emotion that was in there, was we did well. And I'm grateful to the Spanish Sangha for that experience and for the collective practice that we were able to manifest and was so needed. If one child's life can cause such a strong emotion of wanting to protect and wanting to save, how painful it is when we know so many children also, young men, women, and all people that are suffering. We can be overwhelmed by that. And that is why when we chant Avalokiteshvara in our retreats, we make use of the collective energy to send our compassion. Because it's actually quite overwhelming to just try to do it individually, to be in touch with the level of suffering there is. But together somehow we can hold it, we can embrace, and we can send our energy. Aware of the suffering caused by the destruction of life, I vow to cultivate compassion and learn ways to protect the lives of people, animals, Mother Earth. I vow not to, either in my way of thinking or my actions, cause anybody any harm. The little boy called Mohammed, 7 years old, came from the West Bank with his family to Plum Village. Was it his first time, Lisa?
Twice.
He's been twice. First when he was 5 and then 7, and at 7 years old he wrote this from his town of Anatta in the West Bank. And he was describing his feeling that he gets from meditating. So I'll kind of conclude with this. Yeah. And maybe if just remind us that this discourse on love tells us to, just as a mother loves and protects her only child at the risk of her own life, cultivate boundless love to offer to all beings in the entire cosmos, and let our boundless love pervade the whole universe, above, below, and across. So this little boy writes from the West Bank. So when he's meditating, I feel like I'm flying. I feel like I'm playing. I feel like somebody is running behind me, relaxing me, helping me to feel better. In Anatta, where I live, life is not nice. It's hard. It's not beautiful. But when I close my eyes and when I start to breathe, I feel I am somewhere else, somewhere free, without anyone. I feel better. I feel relaxed. When I breathe outside my house, I feel I am not alone. I feel someone is with me, somebody I don't know. I feel a big circle and a small circle. I feel him on my shoulders. He is close to me. I feel this man. I don't know who he is. I meditate because I want to feel comfortable, and it makes me feel comfortable. I see the children in my city are afraid. There is a lot of violence and garbage and fires. My friend told me he is always afraid there is a scary person behind him. When I meditate, I see a small blue circle. Then I feel power going into my body and power leaving through my body. One day, I taught my classmates, Youssef and Nimra and Jawad, to meditate with me. I saw they were happy and they liked it. I love to meditate. I want to do it more and more. I do it every day. During my break at school, I sit in the schoolyard and I meditate. The other kids come and ask me, what am I doing? I tell them, I am meditating. Once I did it during the science class, so I could focus better. So, good for education. The kids came close to me. They saw me. Youssef saw me. He had meditated with me before in the schoolyard. I feel it makes me smarter. In science class, we were studying the life cycle of a plant. First the seed, then the roots, then the stem, then the leaves, then the flower. All of this made me want to relax and concentrate more on the flower. So I closed my eyes and breathed in and breathed out. If other children meditated too, they would become strong and they would have power and be calm. If the other Palestinian children did meditation with me, they would feel focused, comfortable, and peaceful. Mohammed, 7 years old, West Bank, Palestine. Dear Tay, dear beloved community, let us be grateful for our community of practice, which offers so much. We can do more. But we are offering what we can. We're offering a lot. And when you think of your obstacles to your practice, and you think of the importance of your practice, whether it's important, whether, given everything that's going on, what difference does it make? Remember Muhammad. Remember him, his enjoying the practice like a play, but also how it helps him be in a place where there's a lot of violence and difficulties, and we practice with him, even we're a little bit geographically away. Okay, thank you. We'll have 3 sounds of the bell to close.